Brianna Mahon is back. Independent driver debuting for Monster Jam. All of this and more is coming up on this week's edition of Monster Truck News. Starting off with the results for Monster Jam in San Jose, California. 2 Team Throttle Monster drivers would make their Monster Jam debut following the trailer fire with Megalodon and Scooby-Doo that we covered in last week's news video. Devin Winfield would pilot Megalodon on Kamikaze, while Tim Hall Jr. would drive Scooby-Doo on Jurassic Attack. Back to the results, Show 1 would see Tyler Menninger win Time Racing and Skills, while Amano Castro would win Donuts, Freestyle, and the Overall. For Show 2, Tyler Menninger would win Timed Racing, Dalton Widener won Donuts, and Amano Castro won Skills, Freestyle, and the Overall. At Show 3, Tyler Menninger won all competitions except for Donuts, which Amano Castro would win. And for Show 4, Tyler Menninger won Time Racing and Freestyle, Jeff Souza won Donuts, and Amano Castro won Skills and the Overall Event Championship. For the toughest Monster Truck Tour in Pueblo, Colorado, Show 1 would see Darren Basil and Dirt Crew win Wheelies and Freestyle, and Mike Christensen in Vendetta would win Racing and the Overall. Show 2's results are currently unknown. For the All-Star Monster Truck Tour in Palmer, Alaska, Show 1 would see Travis Groth in First Responder sweep the entire show. Show 2 would see the same result with Travis Groth sweeping the entire show. Show 3 would see Double Trouble with Tyler Groth take the best trick win. Kylie Wood in The Veteran would take the Racing, Freestyle, and Overall wins. And Travis Groth would be crowned the 2023 Alaska State Champion in First Responder. For Monster Trucks All Out in Mississauga, Ontario, the show would see Kevin Lubson and Bucking Bronco win Best Trick, Freestyle, and taking the Overall Event Championship, with Eason Nuttall in What It Up winning Racing. Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live has announced their full 2024 schedule. The schedule includes both domestic and international stops. The following cities will be part of the 2024 US Tour in order of when they take place, and dates will be on the screen. Atlanta, Georgia, Albany, New York, Austin, Texas, Uniondale, New York, Hoffman Estates, Illinois, Peoria, Illinois, Charleston, West Virginia, Trenton, New Jersey, Highland Heights, Kentucky, Edinburgh, Texas, Rockford, Illinois, Laredo, Texas, New Orleans, Louisiana, Council Bluffs, Iowa, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Corpus Christi, Texas, State College, Pennsylvania, Amherst, Massachusetts, Charlottesville, Virginia, Bridgeport, Connecticut, Tallahassee, Florida, Reading, Pennsylvania, and finally ending the tour off in Bismarck, North Dakota. The international tour, again in the order of when they will occur, and dates will be on the screen, consists of Madrid, Spain, Leeds, United Kingdom, Glasgow, United Kingdom, Paris, France, Berlin, Germany, London, United Kingdom, Manchester, United Kingdom, Lisbon, Portugal, Malaga, Spain, Rotterdam, Netherlands, and of course the Australian tour that we covered in another news video. This news does not come with any lineups. However, the one thing that is to notice is that there are many times where there will be up to 3 tours running all at once. This is incredibly interesting as Hot Wheels only has 2 tours running at once, and it will be interesting to see which teams will sign on and compete in these new tours. Monster Jam has announced almost the full lineup for Puerto Rico, as well as announcing the Stadium Monster Mutt Dalmatian driver for the Q4 shows later this year. To get that out of the way first, as previously reported on, Jamie Sullivan will be making her stadium debut as she will drive in Glendale, Arlington, and Houston. This is obviously a huge deal for her as she's been driving in arenas for the entire year, and after her last few performances throughout the year, I am kind of excited to see her compete on a large floor. For Puerto Rico, we have 6 confirmed trucks, 2 trucks not having a driver confirmed, and an 8th truck that still hasn't even been named yet. The lineup for Puerto Rico so far will consist of Weston Anderson and Gravedigger, Elvis Linus and El Toro Loco, Tony Oaks and Thunder Royce, Barry Musauer and Zombie, Jamie Sullivan and Monster Mutt, and to be announced drivers in Megalodon and Dragon. The main page still lists Dragon being part of the lineup, and the 8th truck is still to be decided, though it could be a 6 truck lineup going instead, but I feel that's very unlikely considering last year it was 8 trucks as well. This lineup, I will say, is incredibly interesting, as most of these drivers have either rarely toured overseas or never had a chance to compete in an international event. Weston Anderson getting to compete overseas, I am super excited to see. Byron Musau returning for Zombie is pretty awesome, as afterwards he is likely staying behind the wheel of Black Panther. Tony Oaks will get to campaign Thunderosaurus for the first time internationally. And again, Jamie Sullivan also going international is pretty awesome, as is Elvis Linus. The real question is what happens to Dragon and the 8th truck, and who will drive Megalodon? It appears that, for the most part, they aren't taking the drivers from the Australian tour. However, I wouldn't be surprised to see Charlie Porkin campaigning Megalodon, but I guess only time will tell. What do you think of these new lineups? Let us know in the comments down below. Some surprising news broke a few days ago regarding independent driver Manuel Solorio, also known as MJ Solorio, who has left Straight Up Racing and will be making his Monster Jam debut this weekend in Duluth, Georgia. Manuel has been driving for Bill Payne's Straight Up Racing for a number of years now, driving Cali Kid, and now has been announced that he will be working for Fell Motorsports and driving in Monster Jam. On his official announcement post, Manuel would write, "Well, the secret is out. I'm officially one of the newest Monster Jam drivers. I will be heading to Duluth, Georgia for 3 epic shows, September 9th to 10th, piloting the legendary El Toro Loco Monster Jam truck. There are so many people that I want to acknowledge and thank for helping me get to where I'm at today. Bill and Lorna Payne and everyone with the Straight Up Racing team who was there for me when I first started wrenching and then moving into the driver's seat. Juan Munoz and Terry Woodcock for allowing me to get my foot in the door and for the multiple opportunities to pilot the legendary Thunder Chicken truck. My family for supporting me and putting up with all these nonsense talk and stories I would bring home. Heidi Tapia for being there for me and putting up with me constantly being gone most weekends. Here's to a long, successful career with Monster Jam and Feld Entertainment." This is exciting news, and we would like to congratulate Manuel on his new venture with Monster Jam and wish him the best of luck driving the Crazy Bull in Duluth, Georgia this weekend. But that is not the only surprise that was announced this week. Brianna Mahon, after taking time off due to pregnancy, will finally return back behind the wheel of a Monster Jam truck at 2 events this September. Those being Rosemont, Illinois and Hampton, Virginia. But it's not the truck you were probably expecting. Whiplash, unfortunately, is still on hiatus after its final events on last year's Australian tour. Instead, she will, ironically enough, drive the last truck she drove before she took time off, that being Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Even though she isn't driving Whiplash, I am still very excited to see Brianna Mahon return to the sport and get back behind the wheel. I just hope that this isn't the end of Whiplash, but I guess only time will tell. Welcome back, Brianna Mahon, and best of luck at Rosemont and Hampton. It's once again time for the Monster Truck 5 of the Week, where we get to showcase a multitude of shows and tours that are touring the globe. Monster Jam heads to Duluth, Georgia this Saturday and Sunday, and will feature Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger, Manuel Solorio in El Toro Loco, Jamie Sullivan in Monster Mutt Dalmatian, Tony Oaks in Thunderosaurus, Michael Pagliarulo in Excalibur, Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken, Jamie Garner in Overboard, and Zach Garner in Wildside. Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live will visit 2 different cities this weekend. The first will be at Palm Desert, California, and the other will be at Greensboro, North Carolina. Palm Desert will take place this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and will feature 5 Alarm with Craig Christensen, Bigfoot with Rebecca Schnell, Bone Shaker with Ashton Jensen, Demo Derby with Rudy Martin Del Campo, Gangster with Darren Schnell, Mega Rex with Caden Morris, and Tiger Shark with Joe Cypher. Greensboro will take place this Saturday and Sunday. and will feature 5 Alarm with Cody Holman, Bigfoot with Cody Smith, Bone Shake with Clint Watson, Demo Derby with Taylor Holman, Gunkster with Eric Steinberg, Mega Rex with Mike Phelps, and Tiger Shark with Bobby Holman. The Sublimity Harvest Festival heads to Sublimity, Oregon this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and will feature Captain USA with Jeff Bankter, Jurassic Attack with Dalton Widener, Obsessed with Eric Swanson, Skull Crusher with Shane Plato, Velociraptor with David Olfer, Wildcard with Misha Faris, and Wrecking Machine, Rockwell Red, and Scattered, all with to-be-announced drivers. The All-Star Monster Truck Tour heads up to Coldwater, Michigan this Friday and Saturday, and will feature Amped Up with Ryan Holman, Avenger with Jim Kohler, Axe with Joe Foley, and Godzilla with Josh Holman. The Monster Truck Nitro Tour heads to Fort McMurray, Alberta, Canada this Friday and Saturday, and will feature Bucking Bronco with Kevin Lubson, Carolina Crusher with Logan Tweedy, Crude Behavior with Jared Vogel, Roughneck with Jason Court, Sheer Insanity with Devin Tardif, and What It Up with Eason Nuttall. Monsters in the Valley heads up to Aylesford, Nova Scotia this Saturday and Sunday, and will feature Black Stallion with Mike Vardas, Higher Education with Chris DeHoys, Overkill Evolution with Mikey Vardas, Taurus with Daniel Donnelly, and War Wizard with RJ Turner. And finally, the Overdrive Monster Truck Tour heads to Gilbert, Pennsylvania this Saturday, and will feature Aftershock with Kyle Seasock, Bad News Travels Fast with Brandon Diro, Playin' Hooky with JR Seasock, Storm Damage with CJ Menti, and Virginia Giant with Cliff Vowell. And well, that is all we have for you today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon with some more Monster Truck content.